What is in the heart? Mark 12, verse 41 to 44. The widow's offering. Jesus sat down opposite the place where the offerings were put and watched the crowd put their money into the temple treasury. Many rich people threw in large amounts. But a poor widow came and put in 2 very small copper coins, worth only a few cents. Calling his disciples to him, Jesus said, "Truly I tell you, this poor widow has put more into the treasury than all the others. They all gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, put in everything, all she had to live on." Have you ever been ashamed before? I was. I went to the temple to give my offerings, but did not have as much money as the other people who were there. For that reason, I waited until everyone gave their offerings. Then I went to the offering box and deposited both of my coins. Jesus saw me and smiled at me. He said that I had given more than everybody. That was a very happy day. Now let's do some activities from our activity book in page 38 and 39. The first question: mark a W if the sentence was said by the widow, and an R if it was said by the rich people. Let us do some together. The first one: I will give everything that I have. Who said this? It was the widow. Second one: I have a lot of money to give. It was the rich people who said this. Jesus did not say anything about my offering. This is also said by the rich people. I want everybody to see what I give. This is also said by the rich people. Now you do the rest. Question number 2. These children are giving their offerings. Color the ones who are pleasing the Lord. Now let's look the first boy. He said, "I am happy to help." The second child said, "I want everyone to see that I am generous to those in need." The third one said, "I will only pretend to give my offering. No one will notice, and I will keep the money." And the last child said, "I give more than Lucas." So which of these kids pleases the Lord? I think the first child is the only one who pleases the Lord. So I will color him. Question 3. What were the prayers of each of these men? Now Jesus told a story to show how important it is to be careful with what we put in our heart. Let us read in Luke 18, verse 9 to 14. To some who were confident of their own righteousness and looked down on everyone else, Jesus told this parable. 2 men went up to the temple to pray, one a Pharisee and the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stood by himself and prayed, "God, I thank you that I am not like other people, robbers, evildoers, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. I fast twice a week and give a tenth of all I get." But the tax collector stood at a distance. He would not even look up to heaven, but beat his breast and said, "God, have mercy on me, a sinner." I tell you that these men rather than the other went home justified before God. For all those who exalt himself will be humble, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. So what were the prayers of each of these men? Now the Pharisee said, God, I thank you that I am not like other people, robbers, evildoers, adulterers, or even like this tax collector. The tax collector said, God, have mercy on me, a sinner. Question 4. Mark with an X the things Jesus said about them. Let us read Luke 18, verse 14. I tell you that these men, rather than the other, went home justified before God. For all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. Let's look at the first one. We must pray with joy because we are not sinners. We should not be proud and arrogant. Whoever humbles themselves will be exalted. We must be sad for being sinner. Question number 5. Find 7 differences between these two pictures. As you can see, this picture is almost identical. I will show 2 of them. The first one is here, and the second one is here. Now you find the rest. Additional activities. For these activities, you need to go to the additional material booklet in page 117, or in your book, it would be in page 25. You will need to cut all the pictures, then flip all the pictures and try to find a matching picture. I will demonstrate on how to play this. And you get a matching picture, you will leave it open. But if you did not get a matching picture, you need to flip it back. You can play this with your friend, or brother or sister. Take turn to play. Enjoy the game. My prayer. Dear Lord, help me to always be humble and honest when I pray to you.